Good little crowd tonight. Wow. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, y'all. I was I was forced by Dookie. Oh, thank God I actually didn't end the song off. I was forced by Dookie today to come on here and come live. And I'm like, fine. Didn't really want to, but hey, look. Yes, the biggest company related news already happening, and and it hasn't been a full month in yet. Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Okay, that's more better. Yeah, so let's talk about it. Why am I not surprised? Okay, no. Earlier, when I first heard the news, I was shocked, over here questioning about it. But at the same time, why I'm not surprised about Chuck's Arcade in Kansas City's closing. I just sit back and thought about it later on. I'm like, okay, this is no surprise to me about it. It's not. Is it fortunate that we just lost it? Yes. Is it the best Chuck's Arcade ever? Yes. Is it a flagship look? Okay, that's kind of debatable. Yeah, right. Now, is it a flagship location? Okay, that's kind of debatable to say. I mean, you can depend how you're feeling, but again, who is surprised by it? I'm not. Now, I know I said this a few months ago, and I'm still gonna stand on this point. Chuck's Arcade can work if you put the iconic pizzeria, the Chuck's Arcade pizzeria name thing, that can always that could work. Now, mall arcades are a different story for a totally another day, but I think, and I thought about this while I was in the shower. Don't ask me why, okay? It's one of those shower thoughts. But anyway, I feel like it should have stayed closed as a CEC because, um, and again, I thought about this too while I was taking my shower. Hey, shut up! It's one of those shower thoughts, okay? Look, buddy, you can have those shower thoughts too. But, anyway. Now, I thought about this earlier too, actually. Um, it's like we don't really know the reason why they closed. I mean, yeah, it was kind of like a weird move that they just said it out of nowhere. Like no one got the notice, like no notice or anything like that. Maybe because Maybe because they wasn't doing good business wise. Maybe they were low on staff. I mean, hey, we don't know the full story why they closed. At the end of the day, we just know that bam, hey, Chuck's Arcade in Kansas City is closed, and it's like, where do we go from here? Again, there's so many questions. There you go. I just want to listen to this countdown. But yeah, there's a lot of questions, and maybe we will never get the answers to. Again, it does not surprise me that it closed because first it was a Peter Piper's, then it was a Chuck E. Cheese, which was an absolute failure. Then it became in Chuck's Arcade. So, um, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to the? I mean, I guarantee you by that time that animatron is gonna be like unfortunately destroyed. But for the artwork wise, maybe they'll get sent back to SPT and put somewhere in storage for better use, suitable for the future. So, you know, you're right. I still feel like I feel like if they actually worked at Chuck's Arcade like really good, let's take Adventure Zone for actually one example. Okay, everybody has their own feelings around Adventure Zone. Okay, that's understandable. But if they actually went into the idea of like making Chuck's Arcade their own building, like say for example, if they actually tested Chuck's Arcade like maybe somewhere in Texas or whatever the marketing of stuff be at. Like again, this own building. If they did not did the mall arcade concept, because again, we don't know how far the malls arcades are doing. Um, maybe it can work that way. Maybe, but at the same time, it's unfortunate. It sucks, but I'm not. I'm not surprised by it. But yeah, what he said. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. You know, my hopes of everything is like it's slowly just draining down and down. I don't think Adventure Zone might close anytime. I mean, I don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say yeah. I ain't gonna sit here and say no. Um, I don't know what they're gonna do with Adventure Zone. I mean, from Chris's video, Match Franchise said they have parties booked up till about like January. So, I mean, hey, if they're making the money off of that, and then weekends do attract more, then it is what it is. But I don't see them closing that actually anytime soon. So, but if it does happen, then cool. But I mean, it does sucks. I try to stick around during the comedy dark side. Like, try to be a low check here, but I really don't know how long I can keep this up. Like, do what I do. It is. I just don't care. Like, I really just don't care. I really don't care anymore. Like, wherever this company goes, it just goes. Like, I feel like you want to be a loyal Chuckhead or a loyal Chuck E. Cheese fan or whatever the heck you want to call yourself, then you can stay around and stick around with it. But at the end of the day, um, you see where the company is going. This company ain't going to change. This company is not going to get any better. It's, you know, every era just had its moments. And I don't say like there was a time where there was in their prime era, size 90s at least I want to say, but still, Chuck E. Cheese been a struggling company ever since 1984, and you know, the history shows where it is. So I'm just I'm just you know I'm just watching everything goes down. So again, if you want to stay loyal for it, then stay loyal. But at the end of the day, you're gonna realize this company is just doing anything to just put us a slap on the face. And with the 50th anniversary being literally next year, it's crazy to think about. Next year, we don't know what we're gonna get. So, hey man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So. So. Hey, JT. No, they're gonna. That's the thing. They're gonna make it. It's just their little dead thing is so like I want it. I think I want to say it's 2030. Yeah, like 2030. Their death is like due September 2030, and they kind of like tease it. They tease it something the other. Oh god, they teased like months back on their social media. I think Instagram for it about the 50th anniversary and stuff. So I don't know what they're gonna do. So, but I ain't gonna say. Let's not let all this. What the hell? Oh, I try to not worry too much about it. I just let everything flow. I just let everything flow and just let them do what they do. Yeah, I'm just here for the nostalgia and the support. That's pretty much what I'm here for. That's it. But you know, but you know. Oops. Booking.com has all kinds of stays for those who love family. Besides, there's more other things in the world that at least matter to me wise that I'm more excited about this year. Instead of worry about a struggling company, because I feel like every company that we grew up or we like admire or we're in a community in, whatever, they're all struggling, and that's how it is, you know. Like every company or every fandom community, whatever the heck you want to consider yourself in, they're struggling too. And I mean, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, hey Anna, hey Matt, hi Ben, and hello to everyone else. One show is left. I wonder where that's at. Yeah, exactly. And I think about that too. You know, GameStops are closing this year as well. That is not a showbiz. That is a Billy Bob shitland. Yeah, Toys R Us, yep. Now GameStops are closing. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. We're living in a different era, you know. Buddy got a grandma fetish. Yeah, exactly. Slowly coming back in malls, yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna play anyway. That was a horrible time for you to play. Nope, 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 nope. It's the wrong time to be in America because we're living in a horrible year. Gotta mute that down for a little bit. We don't need to hear about that, especially if you see what America's doing. Sir, sir. Um, We're living in America. Do you understand what we're dealing with? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, do you see what America's doing to us? So you tell me something, pal. Is it fun to be born in America? So, so. Besides, I don't listen to patriotic shows like that. But it's okay to have a president over here as of last night, supposedly last night, cut down the fundings to the, what was it yesterday? The public broadcasting? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for all the people out there that voted that for that man, I hope you guys are happy because, the public broadcasting is gone. Thanks, Trump. You did a great job, and I hope everybody out there that voted for that man are also happy too. And I hope you guys didn't regret one single bit about it. So, look, that's their president, all right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. It started taking over too, right? So, in other words, don't come to America. All right, people be like, "Oh, I want to come to America. It's such a free country." Yeah, okay, it's such a free country. So guess what? You guys get fucked. Bro, I literally don't know, man. I literally don't know. I'm telling you, bro, we're living in the days, bro. What the hell? What the hell? That's the truck. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yes, go to Australia. Go with the kangaroos. Kangaroo. Call him Jack. Call him Kangaroo Jack, and then you can go chill over there. People be like, "Oh, I want to come to America. It's such a free country." Yeah, you're right. It's a free country, but we got a horrible president too. So you know, not everything here is free, like you said. But yeah, go to Australia. Go meet a kangaroo. Name a Jack. Actually, name a kangaroo Jack, and then I hope your ass get kickboxed by Jack. Cause kangaroo, they love the kick. Oops, that was on my guess for that, I'm playing back on my laptop now. Yeah, exactly. Some of us are poor out here. Some people still actually pay for food stamps too. It's all fun and games till he brings back slavery. Saying. Not saying it will happen, but just saying. They're banning junk food? Jesus Christ. Some places still actually does that, actually, man. Surprisingly. You'd be surprised. Like, some places still does that. I don't think American-wise, but I feel like, some places still do that type of stuff. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot he did a lot of barking. No, it's almost over. This is the last song of the segment, and I should know because I listened to too damn much. And actually, this was a good song. There we go.
Folks, you know, nothing makes me happier than to exaggerate my knowledge with you.
Yeah, and because the backstage buzz is there's a Broadway talent scout.
Now we got crackheads. Jasper.
Broadway! Can I have my red light, please? We'll start this pastiche show with a bang. Me playing the MC from Cabaret.
Good luck, Chucky. I hope you win.
What good is sitting alone in your room?
Okay.
Come hear the music play.
Whoever said John cannot sing cheeses, that's crazy. I know, it's just something like this sits with me every time I hear about that line, like, oh, John can't sing. And there's like multiple show days where he started singing. Like, that's weird. So what's really the excuse? Could he not sing or what? What was it? You know?
Well, what did you expect? Special effects?
All I can say is, wowie! Look at where I am tonight. I landed down right in a pot of jam. What a setup! Holy cow! They'd never believe it if my friends could see me now.
Okay, let's wind back the hands of time and show that talent scout we know our history. A couple of numbers from Guys and Dolls. I'll do the part that Frank Sinatra did in the movies.
You'll be perfect.
I'm not gonna say I think he could sing good. I just feel like the whole storyline was like, oh, he couldn't sing. It's like, I feel like that was BS because if that was the case, and I don't think he would have ran a little like Chucky, and then Chucky would have sing, you know? I don't know, like something, like ever since I heard that story, it just didn't sit well with me like years later, you know? Especially like, listen to a lot of people on theater shows and like hear him sing. And it's like, okay, so could he not sing or could he sing? Because if he could have sing, then why did he still play as Chucky during these years? You know what I mean? I get it, you know, it's years later, the man's not, you know, probably not around anymore, so he can't really speak for himself, and this is just going off of what Scott is saying, and we're just hearing from Scott's point of view, and that's what everybody's, like, running with, you know? But that was during a Christmas special. Like, you know what I mean? And we don't know Nolan's story. We don't know how Nolan, you know, Nolan's point of view was. It's make you just question sometimes, you know? Like, was Duncan really a one-hit wonder like he said, you know? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like. Okay, that's weird. Why we let him go in '83, and then you said, "Oh, that's your new Chucky," and then like when it came around like bandstand and stuff, you have him recording like his last vocals as Chucky, you know. So many stories that were not true. It plays with your head. Like, did corporate really tell Duncan? Did they tell Duncan, oh, you really got replaced? Wait, what? Where's all these storylines coming from? You know? But I don't think. I really don't think that was the case. Because like I said, if you go back to like some of the old Peace on Theater shows right before Country Hailing, he can sing. You know, I mean, he was singing.
Okay, Miss Wally,
And here's the thing: if you cannot sing, and this goes to a lot of, let me turn it down a little bit. This goes by a lot of like actors and like artists or whatever. You'll have like a coach. You'll have someone to coach you how to like sing, act, that type of stuff. So it's again, it don't sit well with me. It 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 really don't sit well with me. That's the thing. Like these stories, they don't really like 100% sit well with me. And it's like, how are we still agreeing to this? Man. We've heard all the documentation was probably kept up because like a decade's worth to it. No sources. The sources. Yeah, exactly. Like with Aaron, for example, when him and Sal they were talking like back at Creative Engineering, saying they had like someone that would coach their singing vocals, and he asked them like who was the one person where so and so did not like need any vocal range talent, and he's like it was Rick. So of course it makes sense because like you'll have like a vocal coach or acting coach to teach you how to sing. Again, all these stories just don't sit well with me. You know. Yeah. Do I think John can sing? Yeah, of course John can sing as Sucky. It makes sense. I don't think he just didn't just insult in all these show tapes for nothing. Did I think that Duncan really got fired by CSC Entertainment? No. Let's keep that 100. No. Obviously, CEC would have notified Duncan ahead of time. I feel like Duncan just made that whole storyline and we just ran with it as fans because it's like, oh my god, this is the F use to the fans because, CEC just did that. No, I generally don't think that was the reason. Like, again, Duncan, in his mind, um, was Chucky and stuff. And they notify him, like, hey, look, dude, we're hailing auditions and stuff. But again, if you over here thinking, oh, they're not going to replace me because they know that I'm a really good Chucky and stuff, and boom, your yourself get replaced, and then you come over here saying, oh, this and that, and then we're running with the story and stuff. Again, it's stupid. You know, it's like the same thing with Steve. Same thing with Steve Whitmire. And we all thought that Scott Wilson was the first voice on Lunch, but this is not literally him. That was Fred. I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents on this whole thing.
Always me. Okay, folks, follow me. I've been working on the railroad. Yes, I have.
But no, hey, Jonathan. Exactly. I feel like he said there's like the weirdest, confusing error, like a lot. Now we gotta figure out whose Krusty voice actor is. Was it Ed or was it somebody else? That past interview. Who is the voice actor for Krusty now? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yes, Peace on Theater, yeah. Hopefully tonight we can play this through, man. It did. I love the skits. The skits actually had a lot of charm. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Now that you mention it, like you mentioned it the other day to me. Hi. I'm a mention it in the video now, man. But like I said, I'm not really surprised by it. You know, maybe there's a lot of questions we don't know.
I knew you was no spring piggy,
But now,
without 'em.
I'll mention it now in the video for like modern day or something in there. Cause I know I don't want to mention about Chuck's Arcade and all. I know you told me about this the other night. I was like, food for thought. But yeah, I'll do it now.
I'm the sheep of Araby.
Don't tell me. Is she looking at me?
Who just say was to be surprised?
I think I'll see you later, right?
And that's probably didn't close the Legacy store yet.
No, and I wouldn't do. I wouldn't kiss you with somebody else.
Hey, Mr. Banjo, play a tune for me. Play, Mr.
I hope so. We almost did, man, but Spring Break ain't going anywhere anytime soon. I wish.
Lester, I think they're talking to you. They want you to play that thing.
Well, they don't call me the four-fingered wonder for nothing.
The for what?
Play, Mr. Banjo, a pretty melody.
Okay, here goes. 5'2", eyes up, but I want those 5 feet. Can you pass anybody see?
Nope. Maybe. Never say never, huh? I didn't mean to say no, but maybe. Who knows? You know, if somebody out there can find it and post it online, then hey, who knows?
That's mine.
Toledo's probably gonna close.
And I've been meaning to ask, ain't this the stuff they used to play in them talk-easies during probation?
You mean speakeasies, and I was during prohibition.
Well, what was they prohibiting about?
Never mind, never mind. Just be
Yes,
quiet.
we are rooting for Legacy stores to close, and the first one will be well, what the fuck is that location called?
Now you be quiet.
Well, now, dude, if Norfolk's closed, oh my god, you know how happy I'll be? I'll be doing my little dance.
Oh, boy, I remember her.
Recharge warning.
I feel like that one dance that Aaron did years ago.
Recharge warning.
Oh, brother, I gotta put up with this crazy machine here. Hey, folks, here comes my favorite.
But I feel like Willowdale will go down first, but you know. No, not those two dance. Well, yeah. We have, it'll be the little dance, yeah.
Mother, been a rose on me.
Now, Toledo's bot, I don't know if they're going to be destroyed or are they going to go back to SPT? I mean, who knows? But I feel like Toledo will close actually sooner or later.
What time?
What about my recharge?
Never mind.
No, I would, dude. Hey, I don't think we met before. Here, shake my hand. Hey, how you doing? I'm the guy that I do not give a fuck about what the community thinks. You know, I'm just here to make good, awesome videos, and I appreciate you. I really do appreciate. Get your fuck on my damn hand. But anyway, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming to my videos, watching my videos, and you know, watching it, getting my views, getting my likes, and getting my everything up. You know, I really appreciate you. But at the end of the day, I really do not care how you feel about this. I don't care how you feel. I don't know how they feel. But like again, thank you so much for getting me views on my videos, and likes, and the comments. That's all that matters to me.
Oh, Chuck, guess what?
Yes.
Okay, what?
I was just told we
So,
have a special guest tonight in the audience, and today is their birthday.
Pizza Time Theater is a neat place to spend a point.
Well, too,
At the end of the day, as long as the haters are watching my videos and I'm getting views off of it, hey, look at that. I'm just watching it, you know. But thank you for tuning into my voice, even though I know it's aggravating to hear sometimes over and over again. But look, you guys are getting me views, so I'm happy. Let's just see her. Look, we also had talked about this months ago, last year. Remember, sir? Like, we talked about the Avenger topic. I came up with, and you made that, you know. And I was like, oh, the Avenger haters are gonna come out to be your good. Yeah, that's my little happy dance. Okay, that's my little happy dance right there, y'all. But you know, yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. Why did we on the look at a good bad side? It's all over the place. It is. It is. And you know how I feel about this topic? You know? I just, you know what? Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, whether you feel some type of way, at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my views.
Okay, folks, now
And I hate to sound like that, but I'm gonna get my views. Alright?
Yeah, y'all can come along and sing.
I'm gonna get my views off of it. Whether you guys like the video, whether you guys hate the video, and, you know, I'm gonna get my views at the end of the day. As long as I'm getting my views, the subscribers, the comments, as long as that algorithm is shooting up, then that matters to me. So yeah. That sounds very egotistic, didn't it? But you know what? Sometimes the truth gotta be the harsh truth, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I do appreciate you guys actually a lot.
happy Fight Day, Fred, from all of us.
But speaking with reviews actually and comments and stuff,
Okay? Somebody's celebrating a very special day with us today. Oh, yes, Chucky. It looks like a wonderful party.
so I've been getting a lot of comments lately on my Raw for Neuro video. So of course, for those who haven't know, a few years ago, like 3 years ago, the full Raw for Neuro show tape has been found. I forgot where I found it. I just came across it through a YouTube community post and just found the link, and then boom, I just immediately uploaded it, and then, you know, everybody lost their shit. Like right now the video's at like 200, no, I'm sorry, the video's at 26K's views, but it's the third popular video. The number one popular video is the Chuck E. Cheese birthday star extravaganza that I filmed at Homa literally 2 years ago. That's at 112K views, but you know what? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the Raw for Neuro video. So for those who have seen Sully's video about constipacation, your boy made a feature. I'm sorry, made a little feature cameo in the video. I know. Consti Cheese in the Sully video, man, that's crazy. I'm popular, no, but I'm getting so many comments in this video, and I'm sitting here questioning myself. This can complete one or two things. The algorithm is really picking up this video so well because I'm thinking it was the most popular video, and then I found out this morning that it wasn't. And I'm disappointed actually. I really am, because you know what? That's a story for another day. But, and then, let me have my moment. But anyway, and I'm thinking, all because Sully's video, I'm getting so much comments and likes and views off of this video. So I'm thinking it's both at the same time, because ain't no way, at least from what my understanding, this video did not have to get the most comments. At least I've seen this get the most comments. This whole video got like a lot of comments, and I'm like, god damn. Where was you guys 3 years ago when this video dropped? And now, when Sully dropped the video, everybody and their mamas is getting to my comment section, and I'm just like, wow, where were y'all 3 years ago when this dropped? You know, again, I'm happy that this video is getting more noticeable. I just kind of wish it got more views wise, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. But like, damn, where were y'all 3 years ago? Let's try to figure that out. Were y'all 3 years ago? And then it's crazy. Most of them are like timestamps and other stuff, and you know, I just liking all this and all that.
Your perfect domain is out there.
Like, I got 107 comments. And again, some of them are like random comments. And yeah. Right. You came a year after, so. And then some of these comments are like from 3 months ago. Like, I don't get notifications a lot like I used to. But jeez. So. And I had a comment from, oh, yes, here it is. Got a comment from Pizza Can 2. About talking about how he's talking about you're welcome, Kashi Entertainment. LO, I'm nuts about the quality. That's why I never upload a copy of a copy. It's pretty bad, but I'm hoping to get the original soon. So. Yeah, that Pizza Can. And it's crazy. This was not in 4K quality. This was really uploaded like in its original quality. Yeah, this was not in 4K quality too. So.
Well, folks, the way we keep 'em down at the theater here is by serving good beats. Hey, this is Chuck E. Cheese, our Big C saying stick around for the next show.
I don't use CapCut. I use Shotcut. That's how my videos got 4K quality. So that's the secret. Any bit of small media, no matter the quality, still get the fan base hype either way. Just look at the prototype that was found earlier this month. True. I listened to a bit of that the other day. Like, I listened to a bit of it, you know. I was like, oh, this is so interesting. The final version is so much better. And then look at the footage of, you know, like, Cruiser and, damn, the one with the cell stage, back to back, you know. Look how hyped that got the beginning of this year. We got new footage of Cruiser and, I forgot the location name. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I couldn't think of the name. Like, I know it's Connor or Concord. Concord, that was it. Concord, yeah, thank you. I keep saying Connor, and I was like, that's not it. And I was like, that's why I stopped myself. Or like the CU promo type footage. Oh my eye! The CU promo type footage that was released, you know, was it last year? you know, the CU promo type footage as well. You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised. So don't say that now, and then maybe one day we'll be like, "Hey, man, what's your name?" Connor. A white man, not a black guy. Is Destination Imagination bad? Okay, buddy, I'm not gonna get you the answer. Maybe someone in the chat will, but let me tell you something. How about you go listen to the show on your free time, and you know, once you listen to it from beginning to end, come back, and then you explain to me how you feel. That's how I feel. Like I said, someone in the chat can speak on that topic, but it's just me. It, you know, go listen to it. Go listen to it on your free time, or listen to one segment on your free time, and then come back and be like, how do you really feel? You know? Hey, Sally. But to answer your question, yes, it's really bad. It's one of the worst shows in the CEC Disney show tape catalog ever that we will never, ever, ever do a watch party on, actually. So, yeah. But if you want to give a taste of yourself, hey, go ahead, go listen to it, buddy. You know, you got your free will, so go listen to it. You know, I will not stop you at all for listening to one of the worst show tapes ever in the '90s. Go listen to it yourself. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. That's all I'm telling you. Go listen to it yourself. And then go listen to it yourself. I think the only thing you'll like is the intermissions. You know, some songs you could probably be okay with, but go listen to it to yourself. And then come back one day and be like, hey man, I listened to Destination Imagination, and boom. Yeah, yeah. Rose, one of the worst characters. Oh, I forgot they did a song here. Alright, Cheddar, I need your judgment. Jonathan, I need your judgment on this. I forgot they have an MJ song in here. No, Jonathan, he's like, oh, they did really good. I was like, oh, okay, let me just listen. Yeah. '89. Close, 89. So I think the peacetime players, they last till 91. Rocket Fire did it better. Anyway,
Say, Jasper,
no.
what are you doing? I'm tuning up to sing a song about my favorite place. And where's that? My home, naturally.
No. TV Classics was the last show tape in '91. You gotta remember, there was the TV Classics, but that was for Canada stores only at the time. So yeah, that was the last show tape for. That was the last show tape for Peacetime Players. Because I guess at the time they couldn't do no American like stuff. But you guys are absolutely right, because there was like a June 1990 not release, but like a June 1990 TV Classics, but it had like other like commercial stuff too. So again, you guys are absolutely right. Again, there's no wrong on that one. But yeah, it was 91. 91 was the final Peacetime Theater show. Because I think at the time they couldn't do no like they couldn't do no American patriotic stuff in Canada. At least to my knowledge, I'm not really sure like what was the whole story behind that. But I know TV Classics was in favor for wait, is that right? Let me look.
Say, Chucky, since this is our salute to America, how about we
Ah,
do some
shit.
songs about other states and other people's hometown? Hey, that's a good idea, fellas.
Yeah. I'm thinking of games, but the U.S. stores had American Pride at the time. I don't know why I'm thinking of games for some reason. Cause that's when we had that whole. That's where that little story got so confusing about like, oh, the road stage footage was taken in Canada, but it wasn't. It was actually in Sunrise. Cause people thought that was Mississauga road stage, but it wasn't.
That's where my favorite southern city's found. We love to stop and stay in Birmingham, but thank you, ma'am. We're moving on because we're headed down to Georgia.
But yeah, apparently it was supposed to be called CCTV Classics, but no. Peacetime Players did not have the CU show. Their first show for Much Make Believe Band wise would be September '90, because they had the holiday show, well, the reuse holiday show, and Three Stages would have play all the way through. God, trying to think. They'll play all the way till like the next year, but no. I wonder how they combine these melodies together. So lovely. No, Three Stage never played TV Classics. So for Three Stages at the time, it was CU premiere September '90, and the next year would be Friends, Games, American Pride, September 1991, and Holiday '91. But no, it's not known that they played TV Classics, because it wouldn't make sense for them to play TV Classics, even though like it was only for Cyberamics at the time. So no, it's not known. It's my favorite segment. It's documented that the CUs, I mean the three stages play CU premiere, and then they play September 1990, and then they kept playing September 1990 till the end of the year because they did not make a holiday show for for them at the time. It's like with the Awesome Adventure Machine, you know, like they play the Awesome Adventure Machine show, and they didn't play like Jukebox Jam, or they didn't play the holiday show because it didn't make sense for for that stage to have it. Same thing with Studio C. It didn't make sense for Studio C to have a holiday show. I take that back. It makes sense for them to actually have a holiday show back in '98. I don't know why they did it, but No. According, I found this out the other day. I found this out from Ryan or Checking Entertainment. He said that. Here, hold on a second. I'm gonna make this more better for you, man. Hold that thought. I'm gonna make this super easier. And I got this. Let me go to Cheesypedia. Um, 1 second, my friend. It's holiday 1990. I'm about to show you. Well, let's go right here. Let's do September 1990 first, so I'm gonna show you what I mean. Wait, I'm gonna flip this around now. Okay, gotta make sure you didn't flip around me again. So you see here, this is September 1990. This was played for the 3 stages, Cyberamic Reels, and I don't know what the CNR are, but these are the only 3 options that were played for. So you did ask about Holiday 1990, so Christmas 1990. I think the CNR are row stages. I could be wrong. So let me see what CNR are. No, just I found. Anyway, no, they did not. They did not have it because it was considered as a Cyberamic show, and at the time you have the row stages being debuted. So yeah, so after June, like I said, the Much Weekly Band, would have September 1990 all the way through. So, like it says here for CU, Country Vacation premiere, it was only for 3 stages only. So, Cyramics would have, at least at the time, because this is what, June, so they would probably have like summer. They'll probably still play the Summer Day show. I'm sorry, they'll only play the Summer Day show, or some other stuff that they'll play. Like reuse Cyberstar. Reuse Cyberstars at the time until they got like September 1990. And then yeah. Then when you go to like 91, all stages, Canada only, all stages, and for the first time, the 3 stages will have their own holiday show because it fits with the modern characters, but they'll still have the Birthday Star Extravaganza. And why did I did that? And again, like I said, this does apply to Awesome Machine Studio C, but like I said, they could done a holiday show for Studio C. I mean, this one could easily, I'm not gonna say it could easily work, but this was only for 3 stages, road stages, Cyberamic. So this is literally just like a reuse holiday show to save money and budget and the fun stuff. But I need a new mouse. That's what I need. I need a new mouse because there we go. So for Studio C's, they'll only still have September 1998 all the way through. Now, this is a big debatable question right here. Since we are talking about show tapes, I think, and man, I could be wrong about this one, but okay, I found it so interesting too. Now that we are talking about show tapes, so apparently, regarding with the May '98 show for Studio C's only, I think this one for Studio C. No, that's for three stages, another stage. My bad. Let me go back. Let's go to 97. Okay, so 97. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, so for 97, I find this so interesting because you see here, it said that December 17, 1997 is when the first Studio C premiere show started for Studio C's only, and it played all the way to September 1998. So it's evident enough at the time. It was really evident enough that the Studio C didn't have a patriotic show, or they never had a holiday show. Again, this is going back off with the Awesome Bench Machine, because at the time when you have shows like May '98, which is Studio C, which is like considered like only for existing stages, then you had the Patriotic, which at the end they played back the Studio C show, or the May '98 show, whatever you want to call it, and of course September '98. So these were all excluded for Studio C. I mean, Cyramic's three stages only. This is so confusing, but you guys know what I mean. Yes, January '91 is where it played for all Cybernamics in three stages, yeah. And that's when the holiday show '91 was also the first show for the three stages, because, again, the company, I guess, was trying to find new ways and get everything modern and stuff. But, yeah. I still gonna make this argument that I still feel like, and I flipped it around. But I'm still gonna make this argument. I feel like Studio C could have easily had its own holiday show. I really feel like, why did we wait till like 1999 for our first ever holiday show for Studio C? Like, okay, some people can say, oh, Happy Holidays '98. It was such a great holiday show. Oh my god, it's one of the best. Like, it 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 don't sit well with me, because my only regard and the only thing that I just maybe I just don't like from Happy Holidays '98 is literally how everything, it's just like it's reused stuff from '91 and from '92. I think that just don't sit well with me, and I will always say that Happy Holidays, or the Holiday Special '92 through '94, will always be better than '91. But that's just me. I really love the Chuck E. Cheese Christmas specials, or the Chuck E. Cheese Magical Holiday Celebration. I don't know why they renamed that. But yeah, it's something about that whole entire show, just like it just don't sit well with me. It really doesn't. And again, I feel like Studio C could easily have its own holiday show, but I guess, like, I don't know what corporate was on back in the day, and who knows. But I guess it was pretty nice to have, like, Scott Wilson voice of Chucky like one final time, and then after that, I guess it was wait for he fade into obscurity. Um, so can you imagine making all the show tapes for three different stages? I know, you got dedicated people like Brian Hagen. Like, man, Brian said the story too. Like, man had to go from programming the three stages to the Cyramics. Bro had to stay all night to the Awesome Venture Machine. Oh, yeah, that's a struggle, but that was a hustle too. I'm so glad, like, now, well, at least they found that solution. They found the problem to do. You know, the two stage, or the Cybernetics data just runs off the three stage datas, and that's made it so easier for everybody at that time. Because now it's like you can just program the 3 stage, and then you can just see, the characters doing little weird movements for the city, the goddamn the Cyramics, and then you can just program the COCs, and you can see the COCs do some weird movements for the 16 movement bots. But no, you talking about a struggle. Imagine back in the day, like peacetime theater. Now that was a struggle. Imagine you got to program a balcony stage, you got to program a cabaret character or a lounge character, whatever the store had at the time, bro. That probably must have been a big struggle for Mike at the time. Mike Hatcher was the programmer. Like, just imagine him going from one stage room to another stage room to another stage room, and you gotta, bro. That's insane, man. That's really insane. Grand Engineering was the same way too. Had the Rock Fire, and then you got the new Rock Fire. Whew. Okay. Well, let's hear one more question. No, keep them coming. Last show related one, I promise. No! Keep them coming. Is it known how long the CU premiere played in Showbiz Stars conversion stock conversion CU? No, that's a really good question. Now let's answer that. Actually, I thought about that the other day, and I can't really get you an answer, and that's something I'm still trying to figure out because you know, we know, at least to our knowledge, the only lasting footage that we have of CU playing in the store was around 91. Now, yeah, CU was around, 1990 through 92. Some are saying 93. Again, we don't have all the we don't have all the documentations or anything. So I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to sit here and say that the CU premiere played it at every Showbiz store. Like I said, there is footage. The last known footage we know is all the way from 91. And I feel like, yeah. You mean like, so are you talking, yeah, you're talking about the show wise. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. At least, are we on the same track? Are we on the same track? Because if not, I'm people we can get on another track on the same question. I just want to be sure are we on the same track here, or we're losing each other. So I just want to know where we're at with this question right now before I continue on with the answer, or I gotta hop on another track to get with you. So I'm just trying to figure out where we're at. Just me and you. I'm just trying to figure out where we're at. Um, where we're at. You know. I'm just trying to figure that. That's my thing. I bet YouTube takes a sweet time when it pops up these comments. Cause buddy's asking the juicy questions tonight. Okay. Now, Days in Mind, that's a really good question. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know, because we don't know for sure. Nah, I take that back. Mofford, for sure, they played theirs all the way until September 1990. And again, like I said, I don't know, man. That's a really good question. Because the Raw for No show played for a week to that Sunday. But did every store play the Raw for No show? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is a really good question that you're asking me right now. So we're about to sit here, think about it. Like, did every store play the Raw for No show, or did they just play like a random Cyberstar show and just immediately just went straight to CU after? You know? Like, I don't know. Dude, those questions, man, like that's a really good question. I thought you were talking about how many years or something like that, but how long they played it. That's a really good question. That's really good because I know the other stores that had it at the time, like at least the early years, they played it till about like September 1990s. But yeah, I really don't know. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think they played the CU as a backup show tape just in case like something broke. Right, exactly. So the question continued that will probably never get our answers on. Let's keep this train going. That's what I like about you. So many questions continue though. Like, did they play to see it to the next few days? Right, exactly. Did they really? Again, like I said, the only footage we got so far, as right now is like it's literally 1990, 91. Sorry, 91. Like 91 is the only known footage we got out there. So if the stories are true saying it vacation lasts about like 93, did we see, is there more footage out there? Because I feel like by the time 93 rolled around, like 92, 93, I don't think stores will be playing the Much Bickley Band or the vacation show tape thing, you know what I mean? Then again, like I said, I know it's a Mercy Backup show tape, so there probably was cases where their current show tape was, you know, wasn't doing well, or a tape messed it up. Um, so it was a backup show tape at the time. But I don't know. I guess you be sitting down into your international deep thoughts. I guess, man, it's one of those thoughts you just like, you know. Taking care of business. I don't know, man. You might maybe sit here and think about this whole thing now. Like, maybe we need to get some answers, you know? But maybe make a whole entire series of that vacation video we talked about last year. Like, that's how far I'm thinking about this question. Yeah. I mean, source, like, did they play the current show tape at the time? When did they got see you? Like, that's crazy. All right. Oh shit. Now you got me in the zone now. Oh, this is the Spanish show tape. I don't think anyone can top those questions, man. I don't know where you be coming with these questions, but I don't think anyone can top those now. Who knows? I want to say, I want to say that, you know. Oh, gotta do another comment. Oh, fuck. My best bet playing the CU show until a new Valor show came in later. Let's just say it started played during summer and then they received centers of show. They'll have to play it then. Maybe so. I mean, who knows? Who really knows? But then again, different time periods, right? Different time periods. But that's a really good guess, though. I need to get a haircut. But that's a really good guess, though. Honestly, that's a really good guess.
One great thing that kids get to do that others usually don't, they get to go to school. I'll bet you kids just love going to
What the fuck? Yeah, I bet you kids love going to school because it was okay back then to sing about it.
The study of plant life, but I was always barking up the wrong tree.
I was biology.
In 1492, how he told the queen the world was round, and that was pretty new. He sailed away across the sea, and Columbus almost drowned. Well, personally, I'd rather travel outside to the playground. All together.
The three big R's that we learned in school are good to know and are pretty cool. But the class I like that's really best is the fourth big R called recess.
That's the fourth R. Did you study hard in school this morning? I studied nice of attraction. I've learned addition too.
Well, I memorized my fractions till my ears were turning blue.
I guess that's really important.
I know school songs. Yeah, tell me about it. But look, kids love going to school. So this for everyone who loves going to school.
Oh boy, that's fun. The three big R's that we learned in school are good to know and are pretty cool. But the class I like that's really best is
92, 93, right?
recess. We studied our geography from Europe to Japan. We learned about old ancient Rome and how it all began.
So practice up your penmanship. Be sure to learn to spell.
But mostly we just sit there waiting for that good old recess bell. The three big R's that we learned in school are good to know and are pretty cool. But the class I like that's
I like how the audio just mumble itself.
recess.
You get algebra and biology, geometry and geology.
English, French, and Spanish too. They teach, they test, they torture you.
From civics
Oh, nice.
they stuff your head full shit my
Want to carry your head about
I know, good time. Tell me about it.
back in the universe.
So now and then we need a rest, and that's when we say recess. The three big R's that we learned in school are good to know and are pretty cool. But the class I like that's really best
It ain't history or all the rest.
is the fourth big R called recess.
Another favorite segment.
Old friend Tucky T saying, welcome back to Tucky's Country. And this time, we got the bluegrass beat for y'all. No, let's let Jasper do it. He's got the banjo.
Hey, let me try that thing.
Did I just hear a rhythm?
That's better. Sorry, folks. Now yours truly is going to present the one and only Jasper T. Jowls in a contest of banjo picking virtuosity with none other than the cybercomputer back there. Are you ready, Jasper?
Oh, that big C. I just wonder if that computer knows what he got himself into.
Yeah, it did seem to fit mainly in the 80s, yeah. You know, think of it as some Mr. Moon Rockers and stuff. There was a part in the documentary that he actually, that he made a good point about. But look, he's still trying, okay? Recess was the one part of elementary school. Was one of the fun parts of elementary school, my bad. Anyway, but not in the middle, high, nor college, so that's that, yeah. Middle school used to have recess. You know, middle school, some middle schools at least, in the middle school I went to. Well, one didn't. But, you know, the middle school I went to over here did have recess, yeah. And then high school, it was just like lunch period, you know. And then one, I think middle school. Yeah, one middle school I went to, we didn't have recess in our grade period. Kind of sucks, but you know. Yeah. You know, listening to Peace on theater shows are very calming. You'll just never catch me listening to all of them. It really depends on what scene we're going to talk about. A lot today, my friend. I want to really put that into 4K quality. I thought about that the other night. I'm like, I really want to do 4K quality for that, you know, just like premiere it in like 4K quality. And like, I just really want to do that one day, just like see how it goes, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I just want to try that one day, just 4K quality, premiere it, you know? But a lot of scenes hold up, mainly Chris. Mainly Chris. Talking about I will never go to drugs, never put my life into drugs. Woo!
That's right, folks. I promised a fruitcake dog there. He can take us to those wide open spaces. Speaking of
But yeah, that'd be a.
Jasper, how's your head? It's just as happy as it could be. I insult him and he laughs. I don't understand. Listen, folks, that just goes to show you ignorance is definitely bliss. Anyway, be that as it may, here he is, the Pizza Time Theater's favorite banana brain, Jasper T. Jones. Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is Jasper T. Jones, the country singingest dog ever saddled up to a microphone. The eyes of Texas are upon you. Oh, man.
Well, he's doing better now. He's clean now, but you know, at the time when he was arrested, yeah, of course. Yeah, he did. He got out. I think around the holidays he got out, and he's doing better now. But man, after Showbiz, I mean after Showbiz season on, he had a downfall.
But I like him. You know why I like my cousin? The Texas Pizza Chef? No, why? Because he got a lot of...
Yeah, he's clean now. Yeah, he's officially clean now.
That was a very type-avoidant statement there, Pasquale. It was also a rotten joke. Now, will you leave us get on with the show? This next song is dedicated to my cousin, Roy T. Boggensauce, the country sniffingest dogs that ever sniffed down a trail for the Texas Rangers. Oh, I'm a long-time
Yeah,
Texan.
I think the biggest regret that he actually did was that he made Showbiz Pizza Zone, even though. Oh, what happened to Rockfire? Okay, yeah, that's a good question. So his Rockfire went back to Aaron because he didn't have the money to like keep him around. Because remember, Showbiz Zone was thing and the financial struggles. So his show went back to Aaron. Then his show, I mean, then the show went to South Korea. They went to South Korea. So you remember that footage where like the rocket fire was like in very poor condition? I think it was like called Woomy or something. But it was in South Korea. Now the show is Saved by Zan. Zan has the show now. Actually, not Zan. Rob Israel made a video about the Rockfire show.
And the sweetest, most beautiful, long-haired basset hound in all of Texas, next to Harmony, of course.
So you think of something else? Why you keep watching that show? That's something we need. Me and you need to talk about right now. And I'm so glad I'm here to save you once again. But why are you watching it? That's my question. If you don't like the show, no. He sent them back to Aaron. Then Aaron showed it to South Korea. Now the show is with Zan. Israel made a video about the Korean show. But yeah, back to you, Ducky. Why are you watching World World? Are you just really torturing yourself from it?
Sweetest doll in Texas I ever knew. Her eyes are bright as diamonds. She sparkle like the dew. You may talk about your dearest doll.
I had the monitor. I have a monitor. What's little my cousin watching?
Yeah, for me. And yeah, for
Oh
me.
yeah. I know that feeling. I know that feeling, dude. Zan with an X, not with a Z. Yeah, you're thinking of the Canada. Financial struggles. Chris could have keep it with the financials or show up she's his own. Plus, it was not really looking promising. It was not promising as you see in the commercials. Yeah, Zan's the one that works on restoring the Gulliver show. So he's also the one that like has the audio to the slideshow melody too.
Okay, kids, now you join in. I know you all know this one, okay? Okay,
Financial, yeah. It was expensive, yeah. There was literally no Sky Tubes, like in the commercial. There was no Sky Tubes, or like none of that fun stuff. All of it was just like arcade games and cheap stuff. I feel like I feel like if he didn't make it, like if he just kept his own private show, it could have easily worked it. But I get it. You want to share that passion with the newer generation, at least former generation at the time. Who remember going to showbiz and stuff as a kid. So of course Aaron did agree to it, but still, it doesn't hold up like at the time. Unlike the other Rockfire spots, so you can like find them at.
now, Helen, I'm sure you know this one. Come on, Helen, don't walk on my face.
Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta put my clothes in the dryer.
Helen, no!
Right, exactly. So I'm gonna let the radio keep playing. I'll be right back, guys. I forgot my clothes were finished washing.
All right, hold it! You're gonna wake the babies up, not put them to sleep. Well, it's okay, but it's time for them to go to beddy bye. Okay, Helen, I think it's time for you to get with this country thing.
I've been with it from the start. I remember wearing straight like Levi's and yellow shirts to see when they were in style. I remember singing with Roy Rogers at the movies when the West was really wild. I was listening to the Osmonds when all my friends were digging rock and roll and rhythm and blues. Oh, I was country, country wasn't blue. Oh, I was country, country wasn't blue.
Okay, I'm back.
I was country,
God, it felt good. Yes. Yep, we at least we got Volo. But unfortunately, Volo is on hibernation as of right now till the spring. But yes, at least still got Volo. I don't think Volo's going anywhere anytime soon. They're on good terms with Aaron. We're gonna get a new Volo show tape, so yeah.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, we still got Volo, so Volo ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And Aaron putting a lot of more love and care in the Volo than Billy Bob's Wonderland, so that says a lot. So Billy Con 6, is also announced too. Has been announced actually. Right. Yeah. Don't worry, he's gonna find a way to come back to Billy Bob's Wonderland. It's not. That's why people say, oh, it's the last showbiz. No, it's not. And to be real honest, that building has not been there since the 1980s. The original building is like abandoned. So that's another thing. That building been around since like 2000s, like at the most, you know? Um, I think 2003. I think. Don't quote me on that. Right, the band been in operation since the 80s. Yeah. But I mean, like, the building-wise, yeah. Because, you know, there was, like, 2 or 3 different shows for Billy Bob's and then had the stores. Maybe so. Then again, you know they move all those bots out because it's the stores back then.
Folks, we've been told that we got an occasion that calls for a special salute. Now, if you'll give me a helping hand, look at the official Chucky's Bandstand cheers.
You're in? Let me see. I'm gonna look right now. I don't see you. What do you mean, Barry Niche?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear. Hey, you wrote it. You tell them. Right.
No, you're not in yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, the Pizza Time Theater proudly presents Chuck E. Cheese's theme song.
The what?
It's Chuck E. Cheese's place, somewhere where you can go to escape the
Oh. No, I wouldn't say that. Recognizable? I wouldn't say that. Cause they, I don't know, it's hard to say. I'll say no because, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff, that's how they got more recognizable. Oh my god, why am I sitting in this chair? I feel like I get back problems from sitting in this chair more and more. Okay. There we go. Like every time I sit in this chair, man, I get back problems. Like I feel like it's getting aching back problems, you know?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. This is Chuck E. Cheese. Good season. You come in here, bring in real good.
Well, add me to that group chat then, man. Oh, makes sense. Okay, not to nitpick, but it seems like these times are just... Is it... Yeah. Yep. You know what, buddy?
This is the Big Cheese broadcasting live from Club Chucky, and we gotta make it in
Hey, y'all say I'm the guy that runs the show.
the traffic report. Suffering is sensitive.
No, no, not another Michael Jackson song.
Let the cars on the highway look just like the ants walking on a pizza. Hey, wait a minute. Those are ants. Get off of my laps, you guys. Okay, now I can see the cars. Hey, there's one guy really speeding down there. Hey, it's on my mind. And nothing really matters. I got to be on time.
It does.
Is he not on my tracks? Is he getting nearer? I'll be so he just on my back. I'm on speed demon. Not the freeway, got to get a new way. Speed demon. Speed demon.
I think I spoke too soon on Man in the Mirror. Speaking of Michael Jackson, I'm gonna play something after this segment, actually. Do y'all boys heard about the new Michael Jackson Link song, supposedly? That called like, Finding Neverland? Yeah, so apparently there's a new leaked Michael Jackson song, that just came out called Finding Neverland. Probably do after this song. This literally popped out last night. Alright, that's enough for the radio tonight. Because some of these songs they sung later on some 10 times better than what Peace Hunt Theater did. So yeah, anyway, I was kind of getting in the good vibe for it too, man. I was enjoying myself with that one. So yeah, so there's apparently a new Michael Jackson song. Apparently this is link is called it's called Neverland Landing. Supposedly this was yeah, I know, ouch indeed. Supposedly this was like something for the bad sessions. What people are saying. I don't know for sure if this real or if this like fake or what, or is this like kind of like a fake song and all, but from what's going around, no, it's I said it Finding Neverland. I said it wrong, but it's called Neverland Finding. So apparently, like I said, this was during so apparently there's two versions. I'm reading the comment right now. Um, so there was an '83 version of Neverland Landing, which is only had the piano, and there's one for '86, which I think this is the one I'm about to play in a few minutes. Is from the Bad record. I mean, from the Bad section. Now, it makes sense. I didn't listen to the full song, but um, at the time too, Michael Jackson was supposed to be playing Peter Pan in I think a Disney movie, if I'm not mistaken. But he was supposed to play the role of Peter Pan in something around the time, but didn't get the role. So this kind of like adds up to it. But anyway, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. You know, this is called Neverland Landing. This is like 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Hmm. Yep, that's the actual full song. That was the '86 version, which also too as well, which I'm about to flip this thing over here. So there was a time where we actually had Michael Jackson played in another film. Let me pause it real quick. Where we had Michael Jackson played in another film at the time where he was supposed to be Peter Pan. I don't even know, dude. I don't know. I really do not know. I can't really answer that because I guess a lot of people find ways of getting these out here. And then the real question is, where's the estate at when these songs are getting linked? So what are the estate is doing to help prevent these songs getting linked left to right? Because again, you know, we got this link, we got another session of bad getting linked. So maybe somebody has connections to someone or to some people to get these out here. But at the same time, it's like, where's the estate? Where's the estate in this whole situation? Why nobody's speaking up about, these Link songs and taking action and taking down, like, who knows? But I heard about this last night, and I'm like, wow. And then it's like, this can't be a real song, but at the same time, anything could be like optimistic for it. So, so yeah, I'm gonna play this video, of course, from Mr. DJ or MDJ. There was a time in 1984 where Michael Jackson almost played the role of. Yes, we actually did. We played it. We talked about that earlier. We talked about that earlier in the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I found out about this last night. Like, I found about the video, like the whole song last night and stuff, and yeah. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Another Link song came out out of nowhere. So yeah. But yeah, so this, I guess, with this Link song, kind of connections to how Michael Jackson wanted to be or play Peter Pan in a Disney live action adaptation of Peter Pan. So let me put the full screen on. And let's play it.
You've been slated to portray Peter Pan. What's the projected release date? That's being developed right now, and that is a project I'm interested in.
Yeah, that too. Hopefully the Jackson story can make a cover off of this too one day,
What's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. If you're new to the channel, or if you haven't already, check out my dance tribute videos on the channel, as well as my Michael Jackson related podcast episodes. I pay homage to classic songs like Thriller, Smooth Criminal, Bad, and much more. On the podcast, I discuss various interesting topics on the world famous and legendary King of Pop. Michael Jackson, the generational talent that occurs only once a millennium. There's no denying the everlasting mark he's made on the world. He single-handedly saved and changed the music industry, trailblazing and pioneering a path that every single artist that came after him follows to this day. A master songwriter, producer, dancer, and vocalist, he experienced worldwide commercial and critical acclaim during a time period where such a feat was impossible. Nearly 1 billion records sold, and his legacy still transcending generations to this day. Michael Jackson is arguably the greatest entertainer of all time. A short film has to be executed properly, because once it's done, it's immortal. You can't go back. It's a moment that's remembered forever. A statement Michael held true to. Throughout his career, he constantly sought to innovate and raise the bar in his short films. Captain EO, the first four-dimensional film that incorporated smoke, lasers, and other in-theater special effects. Moonwalker, a homage to the 1953 film Bandwagon, and using state-of-the-art CGI, which was relatively impressive given the time period the film was made. Ghosts.
Damn, fucking, reconnecting. Greatest singer of all time is debatable. I think majority of that, but I'm there. But I'm sure somewhere. Yep, I agree with you. That one. I agree.
Michael played a number of various roles in addition to using the best visual effects possible at that time. But did you know that Michael Jackson was in talks to appear in a full-length film adaptation of Disney's Peter Pan? In this video, I'll be discussing the history leading up to Michael Jackson's Peter Pan, as well as the aftermath. While you're here, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and without further ado, let's get into it. Gary, Indiana to Motown. Jackson 5, ABC, Stop Crusade and I Want You Back are a few songs that captivated listeners around the world. By the mid-1970s, Michael Jackson was already a veteran of the stage and already had a presence on camera that stood out from those he shared the stage with. His admiration of film and performers like Fred Astaire, Bob Fosse, and Gene Kelly, who are most known for the musical films, fostered his own acting aspirations. In 1977, he would star as a scarecrow in The Wiz, a film adaptation of The Wizard of Oz. Although a critical and commercial failure, Michael Jackson's performance in the film was praised. Shortly after the success of Off the Wall, Michael Jackson would appear in the Walt Disney World 25th anniversary, performing Wish Upon a Star and Ease on Down the Road.
If you're a parent of a child,
Yes, the song where him and Diana Ross got their backs turned for no reason,
on everything and have
and the camera filmed it. Yes. Kansas City.
This marked the beginning of Michael's long-time rapport with Disney, over the years becoming a frequent patron of Disney World and Disneyland. It was destined for Michael and Disney to collaborate on a film project. His family-friendly image, persona, and music fit like a glove amidst Disney's fantastical environment. In 1982, Steven Spielberg would direct the classic film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, a science fiction film that tells the story of Elliot, who befriends an extraterrestrial dubbed E.T., who is left behind on Earth. Along with his friends and family, Elliot must help E.T. find his way home. On a $10.5 million budget, the film went on to gross $795 million worldwide, making it a blockbuster success, even surpassing Star Wars to become the highest-grossing film of all time. The film's concept stemmed from the divorce of Spielberg's parents in 1960, in which Spielberg created an imaginary alien companion who would become the brother he never had and the father he felt he did not have anymore. Much like Michael Jackson, Steven Spielberg would express his innermost emotions about his childhood through his work. E.T., Indiana Jones and the Last Crusader, exploring dysfunctional father-son relationships. Michael Jackson would collaborate with Steven Spielberg on the E.T. storybook album in 1982, just 2 months after he began recording for Thriller. Spielberg's character of E.T. resonated so much with Michael that the apparent death of E.T. moved him to tears during the recording session. Michael would go on to identify with the character, saying, "He's in a strange place and wants to be accepted, which is a situation that I have found myself in many times when traveling from city to city all over the world. He's more comfortable with children, and I have a great love for kids. He gives love and wants love in return, which is me. And he has that superpower which lets him lift off and fly whenever he wants to get away from things on Earth. And I can identify with that. He and I are alike in many ways." Perhaps the most profound similarity between Michael Jackson and Steven Spielberg would be their affinity for Peter Pan, a character created by J.M. Barrie in the form of a play in 1904 and a 1911 novel called Peter Pan, the Boy Who Would Grow Up, or Peter and Wendy. The story of a mischievous boy who can fly and inhabits a place called Neverland, which inhabits mermaids, Native Americans, fairies, and pirates. In addition to Peter Pan, the story is comprised of characters like Tinkerbell, the Lost Boys, Captain Hook, Wendy, and her two brothers, John and Michael. Eventually adapted into a 1924 silent adventure film, which caught the eye of Walt Disney, who then decided to create an animated iteration of the film in 1953. The Walt Disney version of Peter Pan would go on to be the one most commonly associated with Peter Pan rather than the earlier versions. Steven Spielberg's mother would often read Peter and Wendy to him as a child. Spielberg would save himself and the character. "When I was 11 years old, I actually directed the story during a school production, I have always felt like Peter Pan. I still feel like Peter Pan. It has been very hard for me to grow up. I'm a victim of the Peter Pan syndrome. In 1982, he also expressed interest in making a film he truly wanted to make rather than the others he had already made. Around that time, development began on a live-action Peter Pan with Walt Disney Pictures. The screenplay would have been closely based on the 1924 silent film and the 1953 animated film. Spielberg initially envisioned it as a musical with Michael Jackson in mind for the lead role of Peter Pan. Michael, already having a relationship with Disney and having already worked on the E.T. storybook with Spielberg, this project seemed like a match made in heaven. During the worldwide phenomenal success of the Thriller album, Michael had already had his sights set on taking over the film industry.
Any TV specials in the work? Say, something you'd like to do on television?
Not that I know of. I get all kinds of different offers all the time, from specials to my own series, to doing cameos, to pilots, to cartoon series, and all kinds of things. And I'm mainly concerned with doing movies right now, and that's what I'm interested in.
What kind of movie?
Something that's really different and exciting. Something that hasn't been seen before. I mean, it's like what Star Wars was to the whole picture industry. All of a sudden, it was a whole nother look, a whole new type of movie making. Creatures that walk in space instead of on Earth, and it's kind of taking it to a whole nother wave to where it is now.
Oh, is Star Wars one of your favorite movies?
Yes. KT.
E.T.? All right. Call home, E.T.
Yeah.
To Michael.
Steven Spielberg, I think, is brilliant.
I wanted the word cuppa as in cup of tea. I thought it would be great to mix with pug. When I saw...
Prior to his commitment to the Victory album and tour, 1983 and 1984 was the perfect time for Michael to film a movie. Every actor worth note had that star-making vehicle that defined their career. Al Pacino had Scarface, Eddie Murphy had Trading Places, John Travolta had Saturday Night Fever, the list goes on. Michael Jackson's Peter Pan, if done right, could have been the same for him.
You've been slated to portray Peter Pan. When's the projected movie release date?
That's being developed right now, and that is a project I'm interested in. And I've been approached by different people to do the film. And I haven't really said yes yet. I haven't seen the script yet. So they're going ahead, and I'm waiting.
And you'll let me know, right?
Yes.
Much like the characters of Elliot and E.T. being based on Spielberg himself in his childhood, his iteration of Peter Pan was going to be based on himself as well. His idea of Peter Pan was one who ultimately grew up and forgot about his past to Peter Pan, becoming a father who would chastise his son for his elementary behaviors and interests, pushing his son to do what he said he would never: grow up. It's safe to say that Michael was more interested in the traditional story of Peter Pan. What film is a director's medium, and it was that creative difference that would prevent Michael Jackson from doing the film. The role being proposed would have been artistically daunting, and it was the antithesis of who he was at the time. Amidst the comparisons between Michael Jackson and Steven Spielberg, the contrasts are even more apparent. Steven Spielberg being the Peter Pan who admittedly grew up, and Michael Jackson being much more like the original who figuratively didn't.
He said to me that he's Peter Pan, you know, and I feel that way too, and I guess we have the same feel about life, and I don't see him getting older. It's like that expression, you're not getting older, you're getting better, you know. He'll never get old, because he's a boy at heart.
When Robin was playing Peter Banning, who's the guy with no imagination, uptight, workaholic, very focused on his work, very little peripheral vision toward his family, he was at his funniest between shots, because he was the least comfortable playing that character. When he began to evolve into the Pan, then he was able to express it more through the character and less in between the shots. That was really interesting about Robin.
Meet the squirrels with the squirrel's eye view of scripture. It's the
What
Dead
the-
Sea Squirrels. Project moved forward without about him and was scheduled to begin shooting in 1985. However, due to the birth of his first child, Steven Spielberg dropped out of directing the film. Around the same time in July, Captain EO began filming and was released the following year on September 12, 1986.
So bad.
The Peter Pan film would remain in development throughout the years. It wasn't until 1989 when Spielberg returned to the project and the title eventually changed to Hook, with Robin Williams as the role of Peter Banning, Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, and Julie Roberts as Tinkerbell. Released on December 11, 1991, on a $70 million budget, the film went on to gross $300 million. Despite the apparent commercial success of the movie, it was still considered a financial disappointment. Hook also received mixed to negative reviews from critics, with Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times saying of the film, "The sad thing about the screenplay for Hook is that it's so correctly titled. This whole construction is really nothing more than a hook on which to hang a new version of the Peter Pan story. No effort is made to involve Peter's magic in the changed world he now inhabits, and little thought has been given to Captain Hook's extraordinary persistence in wanting to revisit the events of the past. The failure in Hook is its inability to reimagine the material, to find something new, fresh, or urgent to do with the Peter Pan myth. Lacking that, Spielberg should simply have remade the original story straight for this generation." Also, Steven Spielberg himself later admitted that he was not proud of the film and was unhappy with the final result, and for years he has distanced himself and disparaged the film. In 2013, saying, "I want to see Hook again because I so don't like that movie, and I'm hoping someday I'll see it again and perhaps like some of it." Also, in 2018, saying, "I felt like a fish out of water making Hook. I didn't have the confidence in the script. I had confidence in the first act and in the epilogue. I didn't have confidence in the body of it. I didn't quite know what I was doing, and I tried to paint over my insecurity with production value." I share the same sentiments as Roger Ebert. I do believe they were better off staying closer to the original story of Peter Pan rather than a brand new interpretation of it. Given Michael Jackson's superstardom throughout the 80s, particularly during 1983 to 1984, they missed out on a major success. A full-length feature film of Michael Jackson was what the world was waiting for at the time, including Michael Jackson himself.
I think with any type of creation, you create what's inside you. Subconsciously, what influences you. I'm a fantasy fanatic, and anything that took you off into another world, escapism. That's what I like. I'm not so crazy about the reality of everything. I like a lot of fantasy, and that's why I try to create. To get away, to become moved, to become moved. That's my jump up. I swear, take off. Never think too hard about it. I might do it.
I'm not sure if you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. And President Trump...
Michael would also look at the simultaneous film and music success Prince experienced with the debut of his album and film of the same name, Purple Rain. Michael Jackson's Peter Pan, much like his music, would have superseded and surpassed Purple Rain. Peter Pan would have attracted audiences of all demographics because of its family-friendly material, whereas Purple Rain consisted of mature content kids could not watch. Not to mention the soundtrack would have yielded the same success as the film. Without question, Peter Pan would have been just as commercially successful as E.T., if not even more so. Why? Because it would have been the perfect marketing balance of both music and film, where one helps sell the other. In addition to Michael Jackson's already stratospheric success as a music artist, the first time billion-dollar box office success of Titanic would have happened in 1983 or 1984 with Peter Pan. Not only would Michael Jackson have been the best-selling artist of all time, but he would have also been the first billion-dollar box office star. Michael Jackson, Steven Spielberg, and Disney, let's be real. Put it up on that tune! What we did not get in Peter Pan, we got in 1986's Captain EO, an innovative 14-minute short film that was the first of its kind. In retrospect, I believe Captain EO would have received more credit for what it was had it been a feature-length film along the lines of Star Wars and, let's say, Flash Gordon, with a worldwide theatrical release rather than a short film that was limited only to Disney parks. Michael Jackson would go on to assume a Peter Pan-like persona in short films like Moonwalker and Ghost, in which he played a heroic and otherworldly figure that was admired by younger characters. Taking special note to his short film Childhood that takes inspiration from Peter Pan, featuring flying pirate ships and a Neverland-like setting. In 1988, Michael Jackson purchased a 2,700-acre property he eventually called Neverland Ranch, creating an environment where he could indulge in fun amusements such as rides, petting zoos, arcades, and more, staying true to his love of the character. Although Peter Pan never came to fruition, Steven Spielberg would appear in the short film Liberian Girl, and would also visit the set of Ghost in 1995. When you're the biggest entertainer on the face of the earth, it is difficult to maintain control of two industries at the same time. There are several roles Michael was rumored to have been up for, or ones that clearly take inspiration from him. It is left up to the imagination as to what those films would have been like. Even without Peter Pan, Michael Jackson's stamp on music, film, and the world as we know it is second to none. If you made it to the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And please be sure again to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Watch the...
Oh, that was a good informational video. Informative video information. Informative video. But yeah, Mike could have been known for some being recognized. I could definitely see him. Yep. No, Prince was far from being a Peter Pan. I'll say he's more of a Captain Hook than anything. So yeah, true. True. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, forget about we were listening to this, but it's okay now. So... I can tell, and this is why you be getting at me with all these questions I'm sitting back and just listening to. But guess what, Cheddar? I appreciate you. I love it. Really do love it, man. I really appreciate all the questions that you be asking, even though I sometimes have to sit back and I have to think about those questions and, you know, really just put the deep thoughts. You know, that's what I like about you, dude. You observe, you deep dive, and you get into the motion. And I love informative and entertaining videos because, like, it just makes you sit back and think, you know? Make you really sit back and think on a lot of things. And I hope this, you know, my videos I hope you find my videos very informative and entertaining wise. Which I think this next video, the one I'm currently working on still, will be very informative and overall entertaining. So yeah. Um. Anyway, we're about to about to end this little niche here tonight. But before actually we end it off, I'm gonna play one more show, but right, I'm gonna play one more show. This just recently uploaded from a YouTuber named Cyberamics. This is Land with a Thousand Dances at Tyler's private show. Let me full screen this lovely beauty. So before we close out the night, let's watch this brand new video from one of the old 90s live shows, 91 style.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want you to join with us as we welcome one of the biggest celebrities to come along in the last 20 years. Here he is live. Put your hands together for Chuck B.
Tanks! Hey, are you ready for a show? Well, come on! You gotta know how to pony. Like Pony Maroney. Now let's take ya. Just do the alligator. Put your hand in your hips, yeah. Let your backbone slip. And do the Watusi. Like a Michael Lucy. All right, man, join on in. Let's go. Na 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 na. All right, I need a little more help from you out there. Follow me. Na 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 na. Dancing in the alley with the long tall Sally. I'm twisting with Lucy. Don't know what to say. Roll over on your back now. Yeah, I like it like that. And do the jerk. How? Can I watch me while I? All right, you know this part by now. Sing with the band. Na 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 na. Last chance. Let's go.
Yeah. But this song is.
We're gonna do one of our favorite original songs. If you know it already, sing along. If you don't, clap your hands. Let's go.
I know.
I got a feeling
Silly
it's
typo.
gonna be a special day.
Because Rockfire also did a cover of Lance Thousand Dances.
Me and my friends are making plans to go out and play.
It's okay, man. You're not alone, alright?
When I wake up,
I literally thought almost every song that the band did years ago were like, you know, originals, but I found out later on they were covers and parodies.
you won't catch me frowning with tears in my
Guess they do it 10 times better than the original artists. I really want to do a version, like I really want to do a video talking about which version of Chucky's Place is the best. Like I really want to make a video about that one day. Just like a follow-up from the Rotary Girl topic, you know?
What do you say we get your friends together with mine? We'll get this party rolling and all have a real good time.
I know I will. So wait a minute, don't hesitate. I'm heading for Chucky's and
But which version? Because there's Friends and there's this one. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I mean, this literally is from like 91, from Jerry 91, but it's just like, you know, vocals are different. At whose place? That was a good performance. I don't know. It was one of those things like I noticed how good. Yes, I remember that the other day. Actually, I thought about that the other day. Please tell me you did not forget about it or something. I don't know. I was listening to a show tape. I was like, ooh. Well, I scrapped the video idea, but I decided to work on it and change it to a playlist on my channel. Oh yeah, that's more better instead of making a whole entire video, because that's better smart. That's actually smart because YouTube can like, I guess, yeah, YouTube can kind of like take your channel down and stuff too. Not take your channel down, my bad. Take your video down. And also that's better. That's very smart of you. Instead of making an entire like long video and then you get like an email from YouTube saying like, oh, your video's been blocked or your video been taken down because like of this or that or this and that. Instead of going like, you know, instead of getting like a YouTube email and then your video gets taken down, then you gotta rework all over again. A playlist sounds so much better. That's smart. Whenever you make it, I'll promote it too, like on my community page and stuff. But I like that idea better actually. I really do. Save you all that trouble. But yeah, man, that Chucky's Place thing was just like a random idea. Like it's one of those here and there things, you know. Everybody Regret was just something different because like that was just it was just different idea and it worked so well. Right. Smart. Smart, man, smart. Think smarter, not harder, they say, huh? Also, a little update to you guys on the 2.0 script. Right now, I'm actually on talking about Mississauga. I just said that how was the biggest scandal and robbery of 2025. So right now, I'm just on that part of the script right now. So hopefully, after I finish with this whole script thing, I'll probably like get the video saved, everything else saved, and hopefully start back recording soon. Um, yeah, hopefully to start back recording very, very soon. So we can finish this whole project up, man. Yeah, I'm on the Mississauga script right now. I'm taking my sweet time. It's just so hard to do, but you know, I'm trying my best. That's all I can say. I'm trying my best for it. Trying to finish everything for it. Um, it's a long, long wait, but you know, my plan is to have it out. You know, my plan is to have it out very soon. I'm not gonna say spring, like between the spring or the summer. My plan is to have it out, depending on how much timing I'm gonna have to, cause you know, that's just my plan. That's really my plan right now. I'm probably not gonna speak too much on Mark, like the Mark whole thing. I'm not gonna really include that into the video. I might just skip everything else and just go like into modern day because I feel like this video is so long driving right now. Like, okay, now let's just talk about modern day Chuck E. Cheese, and then boom, that's literally it, you know. Cause I want this video to be done. I want this to be done. I want this to be like you know, out the way, done. You know, we don't have to talk about this. I mean, we probably will talk about it, but yeah, you know. Yeah. But I will be vlogging again as well very soon. Went to the store today, and I will be vlogging again. There's really no updates. I mean, okay, I'm gonna show you an update on the Slidell thing, Cheddar. So right now, I'm probably just gonna wait until daylight savings time goes back again. Like when the sunset is around like 7 o'clock. I think that's more better time for me because over here like sunset is like at 5 o'clock. So I'm just gonna wait until like, you know, say daylight savings time is back again. So that way um that'd be more better for me. And I guess everyone else too. Instead of pushing it through, wait till like the weather is better. I I don't know. Is it March? Is it? Oh, March. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Let's wait till March. Yeah. Somewhere like past March. Yeah. I ain't gonna say like when I'm waiting till March. I'm just gonna wait like till it's daylight savings time. So around March, you know, after March, yeah, we'll see what we can do for that video. Cause I don't want to just do it and then like boom, 5 o'clock hits. Okay, sunset. No, I want to do like where there's much sunlight and you know we can be back home before 7 instead of like going into night traffic, driving at night, all that other stuff, you know. Um, because I want it to be where it's like, hey, we have more time in the day to do this video. We have more time to do whatever we want to do, and if we get an early head start before sunset, then we should be straight. That's literally my plan. I haven't really talked to the other two just yet about this whole planning stuff just yet. Right now, it's still in the planning stages. I asked another buddy of mine if he wanted to tag along with me. He's down for it. It's just again, it's all the timing and stuff, and then I gotta talk to Jay and see what Jay want to do. You know, see how he want to roll because I think he's like I think an hour or two from Slidell from where he lives at, and we're just an hour. So there's like different routes we can take to get to Slidell. But at the same time, I'm like, I really want to make this a really good video, really great. You know, if everything goes according to plan, then that's just, you know, that's just great. Um, it's just, again, the timing for everything has to be right. And that's all that matters to me right now is the timing. You know, who's really going to be down for the project, who isn't, who's going to again, there's a lot of things behind the scenes that needs to go down, you know, besides for making this a good video. Like, hey, who's going to contribute to, you know, putting in gas money or who's going to contribute into, you know, the food and stuff. Well, everybody has their own money for this trip because even though I said it before with the other two, but Cindy, she understands. So I have no problem with Cindy. It's just with Faith, on the other hand, Faith is someone who cannot manage her own money very well. So it's like, you know, I said it already, and I'm like, hey, when we do this, you need to bring your own money for this trip. Uh, you know, that way we won't have this little issue behind camera, off camera, like, okay, you didn't have your money, so it's like, you know, then what the fuck are you doing on this actual trip? Because there's planning of us eating out too. There's like a Chili's not too far from the Chuck E. Cheese as well, or a Cane's, either or, it doesn't matter. And that's just how I see it. Because again, you know, I feel like if we do this trip, one will have to contribute to gas. You know, someone will contribute to gas on the way there, maybe on the way back. Everyone will have their own money for something because I don't want to feel like I'm gonna take a long trip and then I gotta contribute to everything. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Cindy when it comes to her and her money because Cindy, you know, she got her own stuff taken care of. So I have no problem with that at all. It's just my concern is with Faith is like, you know, you say you got the money, cool, you can put it to the side. If not, then speak up now because, you know, once we get the filming going, you know, we're filming all this other stuff. You got to have everything like intact instead of us, you know, ruining the video and everything, you know? Because I like to show the realness on camera. Yeah, you got the money, you got the time. Exactly. Thank you very much. I could have said it better myself. I'm reading the comments on my phone. That's why I'm not really looking over on the screen. But yeah, you got the money, you got the time. Exactly. And, you know, we work an 8-hour shift. Again, whatever you do with the money, it's really up to you. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you can put money to the side for this trip. You can put money aside for anything else. Again, it's not that hard. If you guys look, dude, Baton Rouge, she had no money. So, boom, I paid that out myself. New Orleans, she had her own money. When we went to the Buffalo Wild Wings. And the second vlog she did, yeah. Not the third one. Third one, no, she had no money. And then the fourth one, which was the Marrero, she had no money either. So it's like, you know, here's the run plan. Again, put your money to the side. How many shoot, how many you want to put down? Again, one will have to take to contribute commission to the gas on the way there. And, you know, either or, if I take it on the way there and one will have to take it on the way back, that'll be the plan. Again, we're all going to go eat out, maybe at Chili's. Then, you know, make sure you have enough for that. Because, again, I'm not going to be the one over here going to pay out for everyone for their meals or whatever. And again, if we stop at the gas station, then, you know, we stop at the gas station. I know Chili's does sound good right now, huh? But yeah, that's just my plan. That's really my plan. That's my run plan. You know, I'm hoping to get with them very soon. I told Cindy the other day, I was like, you know, we should really do like plan. We should all go like eat out and stuff. Cause we haven't did that in a while. Like the last time we all ate out was Chili's, and she was down. She was down. Last time I heard, she was down with the flu, and I really haven't seen her since. I haven't seen her since Friday. I texted her yesterday, but I found out about it Friday, and I heard that she had gotten the flu and stuff. So, she says she's doing better now. So maybe I'll see her tomorrow at work. I don't know for sure, but I heard everybody's literally getting sick, and that flu is like no joke at all. But so, and then I ran it to her. Oh no, I ran to Faith the other day, and I told her the same thing. Doing this on behalf of Deshaun, but SF posted a new video today. Yeah, I wonder where Deshaun is. He's just been pretty quiet. So sweet. But yeah, man. That's what's been going on. That's really what's been going on. But we are looking at Applebee's. 3 of us and another buddy of mine. We're all looking at Applebee's. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, he's right. It was yesterday because Deshaun texted us in the group chat. Let me look. It was yesterday, Ducky. Because I wasn't live yesterday, and Deshaun, yeah, it was yesterday. So usually, I think Wednesday, by tomorrow, Deshaun will say something. Because he used to say it on here in the chat. I think he said it like one time in the chat last year. But every time I end the stream, he will always go to our group chat and be like, "That's my dropped your video," and I was like, "Oh, oops." But I guess he'll be proud anyway. But yeah, yeah, so that's really what's going on, you know. Like I said, hopefully I can get with them, in touch with them soon, and figure out the plans for this whole thing, this whole Slidell trip, you know. Figure this whole thing out. Like, here's the rundown. Here's what we're gonna do. Like, hey, you know, you're in, you know, you're in. Just bring the money. That's all that matters to me. Is like you just bring the money, and then we just, do everything on camera, then I just want to make this a good video. That's all it is. I want to make this a real good video, checking out the building. Just want to make this right, and not fuck it up, because this is the one chance. This is like the one-time chance, and it's like we'll never ever get a chance to experience something like this ever again. So we go it, like we full send it, right? If we fully send this video or this vlog, right? Like we'll never have a chance to do this like ever again. This will be like a one-time trip, one-time experience. We got to do this right. You know what I mean? We got to do this right. So, but anyway, I just want to share those little updates now to you guys. But I'm gonna hop up the stream now. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in this discussion night. Yeah, Chuck's Arcade, Kansas City, Missouri did close, unfortunately. Again, no surprise by that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining in this little discussion. This is so great, so fun. I will be announcing soon whenever we're doing our watch stream party. Ducky, I did not forget about April 2009. Just make sure that you join on in whenever we do that stream as well. Which, let me check real quick first. Hold on. Now that I think about it, because I think I played the show last night. Last night, I think I did. Actually, I was feeling a little Avenger vibing self. Because if we're playing that show, particularly playing that show, we gotta play the right version for the show. And if I'm not mistaken, bro.
Do you want free internet forever? You got it. We're offering free.
Yeah. Oh my god. Nope. This one don't have the. You have to play the ones with the Demoport 18 bots, but this one, it's like a whole hour show. You know what? Forget it. Because I think you want to see the intermissions too. I'm trying to find the ones. Trying to find the one without the before I go. I'm trying to find the one with the bots. I think that's what you want to see. I think that's all of us want to see. Ew, just for Kiss Show. Get out of here. Ew. Doogie, you're still here? Here, no, that's April 8.
Hello? Yeah, it's me. Hey.
There's another version of these out here that I remember seeing, but I want to say is this one.
And now, boys and girls, a mouse who needs no introduction.
Lantis. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Found it. Found the right version. And this doesn't include the intermissions either. I don't know you want it with or without it, Ducky, but this is the one I found that has only with the Demoport 18 footage. So I guess that counts. I'm looking for April 2009 because he keeps requesting it, and I was like, if we play this, we gotta play the right version that only shows the Demoport 18 footage of the bots, because that was the biggest highlight when it came to that particular show. Like okay, let me show you what I mean. Because there's like so many different versions. You gotta like find the right one. 1 second, watch. Look at that! Look at that! Beautiful, huh? Okay, so just a little thing here. I know I'm supposed to end up, but I'm gonna try to make this so brief and fast. So April 2009 and September 2009 only had the Demoport 18 bots, but you might be saying, Charles, how the heck did they manage to put these bots program in, even though they're supposed to look at Chucky and everything else, and there's no props on the stage? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because our good friend Michael Hill, yes, that's the guy who programmed, did 2 versions of this program show. So this programming data that you are seeing here, my friends, are actually the only version for the Studio C.
Thanks, folks. Thank you very much.
Exhibit A, everybody will be turning their heads over to Chucky, but they're not. You know why? Because it's a different universe. Okay, anyway.
Man, was I smoking on that song or what? Did you guys hear all my good licks?
Yeah, and the next time we would appreciate it if you didn't clean it yourself during a song.
Haters gonna say this is a green screen, but it's not.
Yeah. Very funny, Pasquale.
You sounded great as always, Chucky.
Yep, okay, that's enough for that. I remember watching this as a kid and seeing this in the stores too as a kid, and it's absolutely great. So I gotta play the right version, you know? We gotta play April 2009, we gotta play the right version, and that's what the Jesus.
Oh, stop.
Okay, that's more better. And that's what the demo port 18 bots, while Helen is staring into your soul. Amateurs wouldn't know Pasquale if I ever get exactly. Tell him, Cheddar.
Ellen, you're making me blush.
But I love it so much. Like, you can tell, like, it screams. Yeah, so what? After January 2002, which we're going to do, like, a double feature. So we're going to do a double feature, actually. First is going to be January 2002, because I still owe it to Cheddar. And then after that, we'll be playing January 2015 in honor of the show's 10th anniversary, which was dated like a few days back. So yeah, so we'll be doing, well, not back to back, but we do like one night. Yes. We did a couple of times actually. Remember during Halloween we did like we did Halloween, man. We did dude, we did the Wacky Adventures. We did Wacky Adventures, in the Chuck E. Cheese stuff. I think it was like the feature we did like back to back. Wacky Adventures, Hijinks, The Stranger Things, and the Peaceland Theater. Yeah, we did those like back to back that night. That one Saturday night. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be doing that very soon, hopefully on the Saturday night. I think we'll be doing that this Saturday night. You know, this Saturday night we'll be doing two back to backs. One will be January 2002, and the next one we'll be doing January 2015. So if you guys are free on a Saturday night, then hey, come on down to the stream. We'll be doing a double feature watch party back to back. I think, yeah. Alright, but in all seriousness though, it is time to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to find that little demo port 18 footage. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, January 2015. Since you got school tomorrow. Oh man, I knew that song was gonna sneak up on you sooner or later. But I hope you enjoy your recess. See what I did there? Recess. Okay, yeah, I seriously gotta get off now. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm so glad I'm late. But anyway, see you guys on the flip side. And stay constant cheesy.